Hey, I'm Marcus and I'm playing Crusader Kings 3. In the year 1116 of our Lord, in Angoulême with our good old Count Guillaume Taillefer, as we can see, is getting a bit older, still fine in health though, and doing well. Before we do anything here, I have my observations as usual, and that concerns the larger picture. Now, last time we did see, or the episode before, we did see that Latium here was conquered by the Holy Roman Empire, but now the Kaiser has given it back to the Pope, as we can see. So that's good. The Pope going back to Rome. We will see why that's also good, because we know that our half-brother Henri is part of the Pope's court, and we want him to be a cardinal. Now he has a score of 605 when he is actually in Rome, because there's a location modifier down here. When he's in Rome, he will get another modifier there, so we'll bring him closer again to our goal. Actually, I guess that would be his goal at this point too, definitely. Apart from that, France has grown, as we can see, to the south and conquered Valencia successfully. And now we have all these kinds of counts in here, like he's Norman, and Burgundian, Low Frankian, and so on, Franconian, French. There we go. So, obviously the king is installing these rulers in here that he deems more trustworthy as the locals. So we will see where that develops. I think France kind of looks like South America now, right? Bit of the shape. Anyways, that's what I wanted to say here. And coming back to our son, Ramon Berenguer. I have never pointed out so far that his name is actually great, because it goes back to the grandfather, Ramon Berenguer. So, nice continuation there, right? That's almost looks like if it was premeditated, but it was not. This just happened the way it did. Makes me think that when it comes to his son, Estef, that's a completely new name. There's no precedent for that name. We had this name discussion before, so you would not actually rename someone usually, because that was the name given at their christening, and therefore you couldn't take that name away from someone, right? Because it's almost like God bestowed it upon you. That being said, though, when he becomes a ruler, I think I would rename him, or he will do that himself in that moment, to something like maybe Ramon Guillaume. So kind of taking both worlds, the Taillefer world and the Barcelona world, and bringing them together in one name. So let's see. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I did see something funny in Onis here. Or Oni. There you go. That's Count Hugues, who is the son of Penelope, of a bastard of the House Taillefer, a half-sister. And he has all these sisters, one of them being Gunilda. And she is betrothed to a Carl de Ventadour. And, Ventadour? I've wanted that guy home for quite some time. He was lost somewhere in Africa for whatever reason. I think even south of the Sahara somewhere at some point. But now he's back and actually betrothed to someone. I guess that would be fine. But you do see here that he has Taillefer blood in him. Also Limoges blood. Carl de Ventadour. Welcome home, mate. The thing that I didn't like as much, if we go back to Withwool here, I don't have control over this. So, the son, Ramon Berenguer, has apparently negotiated a betrothal between her and Estef. Now, you know my whole counting the links and everything, and sometimes I'm a bit, yeah, okay, it's 6 links, maybe we get some kind of dispensation, maybe there's some kind of headcanon that allows us to do that. This marriage here is between our niece and our grandson. There is 4 links between them, so that won't go. And of course, I can't do anything about how other rulers treat this and so on, but in my little world, I want things to be somewhat medieval, and I think what I will do is, once he gets to 16, I will use the cheat tool to divorce them. Then that kind of divorce looks like then that it never happened in the first place. And that's exactly what I would want. Yeah, this just doesn't go for me. It's not right. Yeah, that being said, other observations, just silly stuff. We know our good cousin Ordwin. I called him the nose before. And when you look at his son, the nose is getting bigger. So there's a tendency there. Just a silly one. And another one, when it comes to the Occitan culture, we're currently adding agrarian tradition to it, and I don't like it at all. So what agrarian does is, as you can see, diligent trade is more common, yeah, okay, but the content trade is more common. Children tend to do slightly worse in the martial education. And prowess -2, recruitment cost of men-at-arms plus 25%, levy toughness -2, and then, okay, you get some construction cost bonuses, right? But that's about it. Development growth as well. I don't like it. And I think what I will do, or what I will work towards, is if and when we are here in Barcelona, in Gotia, I think I will try to create a hybrid culture out of Catalan and Occitan. It works, even though they have the same language, but Catalan has an Iberian heritage and Occitan has a Frankish heritage. So that will work, actually. But yeah, that's the far future. Coming back to our Estef. There he is. I forgot that I could do this kind of stuff here, right? I could teach him to be a rough terrain expert. That would be good for him. I could also try and afterwards like influence his personality. I could try to make him honest, which I think would actually be a move that Guilhem would like to do. Making sure that it's added to his kind of feelings of, justice and so on, and ambition. There should be an honest core to it, rather than just the cold and, ruthless, heartless side to it. We will see how that goes. And, yeah, actually he's a bit hypocritical because of what he's doing currently. But we'll get back to that. Just some quick things in our court positions. I guess you can go back to advanced research. Then what else do I have in my list? Oh yeah, we did get this court here. Let's search for her. There we go, Arnaud. That was quite interesting. That happened at the end of the last episode, right? So she was brought into court by Bernardon, and then her quote-unquote husband came and said that Bernardon here was a abductor, and he was forcing that woman to come with him. And you can see Bernardon. And there's little doubt that the accusation was wrong. In my headcanon here, he saved that woman from that man. As we will see in a moment, that man is quite the icky guy. But now the problem is, what do we do with her? There's not really some space here at court, but I guess what will work well is to have her take the vows. There you go. Just quickly, I always have to do this manually, because I can't... The night manager is great, but it lacks some option that I would like to have. And one is to disallow members of the clergy by default. I don't get that, so I have to do that manually here. That's about it. I can actually force Unia to be a knight. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Speaking about Unia, I'll just get back to that again. She is obviously a woman and a miles or a knight. And we got these events last time that went in that direction. And my thoughts were like, okay, how do we treat this? Obviously, we decided to accept it. But that acceptance comes with a quote-unquote cost. Don't think it's a cost for her. But I think when it comes to a woman doing something that she was not expected to do, even if she was accepted by the ruler or the other people at the court or whatever, she would be some kind of anomaly. Like, she would never be totally part of the court now. She would be treated differently. And part of that would be that she would not marry. Because she probably doesn't want it, because obviously when you enter a marriage at that point in time, basically your husband can decide what you do and what you don't do. And she wouldn't want that. And for some... I think Guilherme also wouldn't want that. She has kind of, taken herself out of that game. And it also would be, I guess, difficult to marry her off now to someone else. Given, her, kind of deviancy. What I will do is, I can pin her, and then I can give her a trait. That's the cheat menu here. So, bear with me. God. There's all the Carnalitas physical traits with the melons and so on. Never mind. I've turned them off because I think they're a bit silly. Bit childish. I will give her this one here. Refuses to wed. There we go. This will make sure that she is not married even through ways that I can't control or anything. I think that would suit her well. And I'll leave it at that. I guess when it comes to Occitan culture in general, and this is something that I've looked up, but I don't know specific examples for it. I've read that Occitan culture in their troubadour poetry and so on, they often had this kind of reversal in it, where women were knights and were fighting and so on. Maybe there was in our game at least, there's a true core to that now, right? So maybe she was some kind of trailblazer, people say nowadays. But she would inspire, probably, poets to write about her, right? With her statuesque body. She's very, very tall. I think she's about 2 meters, 6'6". So, since we're about to enter in what in the real world would have been the age of chivalry in Aquitaine, I think this is quite fitting. By the way, I think that background is the reason why, if you look at the Occitan culture, we have equal inheritance. We can enact the equal gender law, and if we do that, then women would inherit normally, just like a man. And when that happens, we can also, once we change the culture here, we could change martial to both men and women. So then it would be official. I'm not doing that anytime soon. Well, can't do that now anyway. That would be something we could do once we are here. Well, it's something to keep in the back of our minds. Maybe we will go down that route. Now we have someone who would inspire the whole movement. Yep, that's about the courtier stuff. Then again, I saw inside here that I could actually pass absolute crown authority, and I will do it. There you go. This is a bit more coin. And apart from that, I never looked at the house motto. Oh no, that's Angoulême. That's not us. That's us. Never malicious, always virtuous. And I think it does not work at all. There we go. Authoritative and so on. I think, or just thought about it quickly. Maybe I will change it again. But something like authority from nobility. Authority from nobility. I think that kind of sounds like something that Taillefer would stand for. Right. Then looking at marriages. I was a bit cross last time. I still am. First of all, that Ferrand guy here, he's murderer, obviously, and he has murdered people from our court before. Family, even. And we have tolerated it under great duress, because, yeah, see here, there's, we have that strong hook on him now. Anyways, he only has daughters, right? So this whole operation that I've started to reintroduce the Delimouge to Limousin is failing already, because he's only having daughters. And I guess his wife is coming to that age where they won't have another child. Even then, it's a 50-50 chance of being a boy. So yeah, I guess what I will do is insert myself in the picture. Have Margarida here, who is really not a nice person. Quite the opposite. Probably just like her father wants her to be. Marry her to Albert, and that's the second grandson. Then we would have a normal marriage between the two. She would give birth to Taillefer children, and then they would rule over Limousin. And that's fine for me now. The grand wedding option, right? It's taunting me again to do that. I will see to it at the time. I could still do it, I think, once it's called, when they're both 16. Yep. Now, the thing that I started last time was a murder scheme. A murder scheme? Yes. Talk to myself. The Court of Snakes has finally rubbed off on Guilhem. And he's doing a snaky thing too. He has found out that he is in fact the current heir to the county of Eu. And as you do see, she is 35 years old. She is currently frozen grief. She is a widow. But she might marry again, have children and so on, and then be out of the picture. And we don't want that to happen. That's basically our homeland. We identify with it, right? Because our mother here was the firstborn of Robert de Eu, who was then the brother of William de Eu, and so on. We feel like this is our birthright to a degree. And she needs out. Sadly, only one way to do it. So, in order to get there, we would like to remove her from this plane of existence. And for that, we need people. I was thinking about this, and it's actually it works out quite nicely. As assassins. Ferrand is currently considering our offer. We'll get back to him in a moment. But then we have Camilla de Charolais, who is very much a member of the Court of Snakes. Has, I think, indulged in some assassinations already at her young age. And she would be willing to do it. Happy to kill people. I think callous and brave makes you kind of a cold-blooded killer. And at the same time, she would not, be so obvious, right? She's a learned person, could come as some kind of diplomatic envoy. We'll take her as an assassin. And for the other one, I will wait for Ferrand. Let me talk about him. As an infiltrator now. Charles is asking to do this, and he would be great at it. And that works very, very well for me. He is the Chancellor, so it would make total sense for him to arrive in Eu and conduct some kind of diplomatic business, all of these kind of things. And through that, being able to take someone with him, let's say, for example, Camilla here, who would then be able to sneak around the castle. In a similar direction, a footpad could be, and that would be really, really great, right? Nathalie Domal. Looks like an elf, right? From an Elder Scrolls game. Anyways, she is the spy master and personal physician of our Countess Lesceline here, and that makes her a very valuable asset. And in this case, she would be, I think, the person to look for entrances that are or maybe how to remove the assassins quietly once they've done their job. All these kinds of things that are logistical and in the background, and she would be perfect for this because no one would suspect her. Takes some convincing. She would not just rely on my prestigious good word. Although I think does my opinion of you plus 10 at plus 29. So that's divided by 3. If I send her a small little gift, that's 17 opinion divided by 3, somewhere around 5? Oh, that might just work. Paying her 12 gold? No, I guess I could also just do it another way and offer her a hook. I think that's not too bad for us. She wouldn't want anything unreasonable from us in the end. Maybe I just pin her, and then I would say, okay, I will maybe take her to court if she wants that. That kind of thing. So there we go. And finally, we will create an alibi through, and that's also perfect, Mayor Fleury of Dieppe. In poor health, so we need to make this quickly. But she would again be perfect. She is the Chancellor for Countess Lesceline. So perfectly able to provide maybe some kind of feast or whatever, where she would meet with Charles officially, and at the same time Charles would bring the assassins over, and then Nathalie will make sure the assassins leave. Good stuff. This is working out perfectly for me. And she will do it by offering my prestigious good word. There you go. Apparently not well liked is our Countess Lesceline. So there we go. That's what I wanted to do there. And by the way, he's angry. He's not in the best state of mind. And he can unleash his anger on someone. And I figured that, hey, that guy here is still around. And that is actually, that is the prick who thought he could, take back the woman he was, beating. Because of that, I'll just beat him up. That will be nice for me. I will show my couch spear. Yep, probably that one. I'm just doing this more quickly instead of reading it out because this is not really a big thing to do. There we go. Oh, he's still not done. Well, I guess then I'm at the fastest blade. Haha! Alright, beat him up, and that should be soothing for me, I guess. Yes, I lost 60 stress. He will accept. Okay, back to this. He will gladly do it. I don't even have to use my hook on him. And I think that's just because he's an evil man. He enjoys killing. There's no there's no way to say that in a softer way. We do see that he's killed other people, right? He's killed Basile, our brother. He's killed Eugène d'Urgell, that was our seneschal. And then this guy here, and garroted him. Maybe even himself. Blah. He's an absolute prick. like a jerk. I really don't like him at all. At the same time, he is useful. And as long as he's useful, he will remain where he is. There we go. And now we have our 2 assassins. Again, he is a Count of Limousin, would be totally fine to accompany or be part of a diplomatic envoy. Maybe to have his own establish his own relations with Eu and so on. So this works fine for me. Now, I can also give them some support from our spy master, maybe even some support from our wife. And then we'll look now how this will do. Oh, there we go. He learned that. I got critical stress again. Oh, no. But I will try to influence him here. It's 50% chance. Making him honest. As we do see, 48 days until next phase. Actually quite fast for a murder scheme. And we get 8.1% per phase. That's quite nice. That's okay. I'll take it. There she is. I will show you will serve God well. Yep. Can create an accolade. I mean, I checked before. There is no one really suitable for that position. At least right now. Oh, there we go. He actually is honest now. I like that. Wow, he has 4. 4 education traits. Personality traits. Yeah. I guess I won't be able to drill him again, right? 11, 19. No, that's in 3 years. He will be considered an adult by that time. So, yeah, there you go. Anyways. Anything else I could do at some point? I guess I do have some money. There is something I want to do. Oh, what's this? Alright, she was part of that murder scheme. Yeah, that's a trait I be known to all. Still looking at this one here. Robert might actually die. Don't want that happening, of course, but there's, I guess, nothing I could do about it now. So, this one has 85% secrecy. I really hope that it shows, because otherwise I will be very angry about the numbers that I'm presented with. Anyway, we have some grace period left, so in that time there won't be any breaches. Yeah, torch, that's always good. Yep. Is there anything else I want to do currently? Guess we're waiting for things to happen. There we go. It is my knight Roger that is plotting to kill my brother Robert. We have stopped it. Ta-da! There we are. We stopped it. Now there's only 3 murder plots left. What do we have here? Oh yeah. There's this thing again, right? It would be... Again, what do we gain? They are constantly doing this back and forth. He's trying to murder him. Then he is retaliating and so on. I don't really stop the cycle here anyway, so I might as well just say, alright, I acknowledge what you guys are doing here. As long as nobody gets hurt, I will be fine. Yeah. Even though I can't be really fine with that. He's 55, he's not going anywhere, he's... Yeah. Why should I bother? I guess, yeah, in that sense, he really isn't doing anything to make the people at his court think that, maybe it's a bad idea to, to do these things. But no, they're like, yeah, well, there are no consequences, so we might as well go on and do it. I can lash out. I will. There you go. Mayor Ostor. Look on his face. Idiot. He doesn't like me now. And his consumption is getting worse. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Stress level is reduced. And, ooh, we can ask the Head of Faith for gold again. I've been exploiting this, or rather, Guilhem is exploiting this all the time. And he will continue to do so as long as the Pope is willing to provide him with these funds. He has found a way to get to the Pope. He's still not in a negative position here, right? Oh, minus 67 because of requesting gold. I will use that wealth wisely, of course I will. By the way, I also have this feather here that I really don't need. Could just do that too. 285 gold. I am considering doing something, but I guess I will do once the winter is over, and it's next year and so on, and then I'll do something. Aggressive attacker. Okay. Is that linked to any good accolade options? Oh, you can appoint a worthy successor. Ah, very good. And he's ideal. That is ideal, isn't it? Good stuff. All right. Then the question is, do I really need to do what I wanted to do? I could just invest my money into these kind of things. Upgrading the pilgrims' quarters and add a sick house. That would be the worst idea, wouldn't it? Because my idea was actually to host a tournament. I could do that. For whatever reason, it would be better to do that in Saint-Junien. I guess because it's plains and there's not many farms on them. I don't understand. Let's say we go for a duel and we go for a recital. I think those would be cool. Right. Of course, we can't go anywhere near there. So we will just add simple prizes. And we will just have some tents for everyone to go in. As you can see, that thing gone away. Then we actually would be able to get there. Would be something different, right? Building stuff all the time. We can build things again. That's... yeah, we can do that another time. I want my tournament. Starting a legend. Yeah. Once I start that, there's no turning back for, I think, what is it, 3 or 5 years? Oh, what do we have here? Esteve. During one of our lessons in my grandson Esteve's chamber, I noticed an impressive amount of rocks neatly displayed on a shelf. One of the stones stands out in the collection. It is quite rough, but upon closer inspection there is a deeply red, brilliant hue contained within. Esteve notices my interest as he picks it up and hands it over. You can have it, Master Guillem. Oh, call me Grandpa. Gramps Guillem. Okay. I think that's actually quite nice, isn't it? Learning +2. Oh, yeah. I'll take it. Cheers. Cheers, young mate. Diplomacy pack available. Yeah, I got that one, right? In which direction do we go? I think this one is the one he would rather choose. Yeah. Alduin Taillefer and 30 opinion of you. Would you look at that? Your spouse's excellent intrigue skill led to this windfall. Yeah, I guess. Probably take us a while to get to the full 85% here. Yeah, that's not the limit. I think the limit for murder schemes is at 95%, right? So we might go for at least for 10 advantages before we do that. But then again, sometimes you should really start doing it, because otherwise when your scheme is breached, then you also lose success chance. They have a Robert. Yeah, it makes total sense. His father is Robert. Alright. Alright. Oh, my arousal. What do I do with my arousal? Can't he just, like, take some one of these big books that the monks produce. Maybe there's something naughty in them, and I can, I don't know, go to the garderobe to spank the monkey. The charming Guilherme, I call upon the honor of our alliance to join me in the Cornish claim on the earldom of Devon. Okay. He is attacking, as far as I can tell. Yeah, Devon makes sense. That definitely belongs to him. I guess I would heed that call. But that also means that I can't really do the tournament right now. I guess that's fine too. Yeah. Army is being raised. Would he do it, or would he just send his brother? I think he would still do it himself. As long as he can do that, he would do it himself. So, now I'm... Or how do I get there in the best way? I guess just go in the Bay of Biscay, and then we go around Brittany and up there. I guess that should be fine. Oh, look at us. We have now 629. Where's that coming from? Oh, we have that many levies. Okay. Okay. Oh, no. Scheming against me. How have you done, Mariona? Is she part of this too? Part of the murder Ehrenberger plot. Discovered agents. Can I not say stop it? Stop it now. Apparently I wasn't notified about this. That's weird. Or I just clicked it away like I usually do. Not looking at things and just clicking them away. Anyways, we're going up here. There we are. Yeah, 5 advantages, but we're not at full success chance anyway, so we will definitely go until 10. But I think at 10 I will do it. That should be then like a 90% chance. And oh, what do we have here? Aha. Yeah, I guess you're a traitor. That's the least thing I can do. Tell everyone who's the culprit. Well, I guess they're already here, and I guess they're already done. So why did I come here in the first place? We'll at least get some fun here. With the Saint Arnulf the Holy. Okay. A Norman guy. Epic tales of Arnulf's divine interventions and noble deeds resonate in every corner, igniting the flame of faith in you. A true saint. Oh. The French war for Count Louis's claim on the Duchy of Champagne. Is Louis... No, he's not in our corner. That's the other guy. That's Guillaume. He is the husband of Clemencia. I mean, there's nothing really I can do here. My 600 guys will add nothing to this. And it's also not directly my concern, so I will just remain neutral. Well, I guess this is almost over. It's not yet over, because we need the other one as well. Alright. Well, then I'm here. I'm in the right spot. There you go. Yeah. 1 to 7. The slaughter. Yeah, I guess 6 months and then the whole thing will be over. Fine. Now, this is different. Following the start of the Aquitanian de jure war for the county of Blois, our lieges called their banners, and we must now decide how to answer our summons. Again, I will be brandish an Oathbreaker again for this, right? But again, I can't help my liege go against my my ally. Can't do that. So I will remain neutral. And that's not good anyway. I don't like that. Whose claim was it again? It's a de jure war. Okay. Because Blois is part of Duchy of Berry. Does he have that one too now? Jesus Christ. Aquitaine, Gascogne, Armagnac, Bourbon, Poitiers, and Berry. He just collects those titles. Like Pokemon cards. Okay. I guess the only thing in there is Courtier. Oh, my court brewmaster Bernardon is poor. Yeah. I guess this might be the time for him to go home. I would like to have a monk in this position. Or maybe a nun. Wait a second. Can I do the trick where I do it the other way around? Where is she? The woman I have just made. Oh? Gone? Arnaud was her name, right? The one that I made a monk, but apparently not here anymore. Maybe that's the wrong list. Oh yeah, there we go. There she is. She is not at our court, she is here, but when I use that option... Oh, right. Because it needs to be an open one, I think. Yes, she would be good at it. There we go. That sounds right to me. No one here. Okay. Aha. Leader Ismail. Where is Leader Ismail? Mozarab Mubaladi Uprising. Oh, that's down here. That's at least not in Gotia. And I'm fine. Continue. New war target, Countess Gerd. Aha. Okay, I guess because... Alright, there she is. Why is her name Gerd? In German, that's definitely a man's name. Countess Gerd. There we go. One of our chancellors, right, in the beginning of the 2000s was Gerd Schröder. Well, Gerhard, really, but then you shorten that to Gerd. Yeah, I guess we'll just stay here and wait until it's done. Because 10 months, 6 months, yeah. We will be faster. Also looking at this one here. Because now we'll be at 8 advantages. Yeah, we'll do 10. But that will be my limit. Then I will strike. Ruthlessly. Oh, what's happening here? Army of Essex. Okay. Well, I guess they are too late to do anything, really. Unless they decide, no, they will go here. That's good. That's good. Join them. We are fine with that. Stewardship is always good. A scheme at court, yeah. Unia! I thought you would do better than that. There you go. Don't do that. Na. There you go. That should be it. We got some coin. Well, I guess we're just now waiting until he decides that the war should be over. which for whatever reason sometimes takes weeks. Yeah, okay. Can't just try to imprison people, which then also doesn't work most of the time. Alright. We have a new pope. He's also almost dead. I guess that's what happens when you have a system in place. By the way, just have a look into the College of Cardinals. He's 617 again. I guess the Pope doesn't like him as much. Yeah. He's not the most likable, right? From the perspective of a Pope. Please, Guillaume, you work too much. It's like the scheme is consuming you, moans my friend Charles for what feels like the 100th time. I have been diligent of late, there's no denying that, but no more than necessary, surely. The haggard look of worry on Charles' face tells me that may not be the case. Put relationships first. Okay. A true friend wouldn't ask this of me. Okay. The only way out is through Charles. Huh? Maximum success chances +2. Yeah. We will do this. There's no way around it. The only way is forward. Will you... Master Armengol. Okay. Valfiend, bye-bye. Will you just please stop this? Hello. There we go. Finally. Jesus Christ. Okay. Back home. It's October again, so... Declare a minor crusade. That never works. I think that's bugged. So I did it before, and then I lost all my 300 gold, and then I was like, oh, damn it. Oh, we can still do it. I guess as long as we can do it, we will. And he's dead anyway in a moment. So as long as he lives, we can ask him to supply us with money. And finally, I guess I will use that money. There we go. I want to do this tournament. But if I do it now, we will hold it in winter. I will wait for the next year. I guess we are not getting any better here, right? Old age is still gnawing at us. Okay, this one, and then I'll go. One more advantage. Yeah, I guess. Let me see who's now in here. A strategist. Thierry of Cognac. That's all we want. We want someone who... can help us in that regard. Then again, he has all the money now. And I can't take that away from him, can I? -100. One seat on council. That entitled little man. I think I'll just ignore him for now. And then put Little Ordwin in his place. Oh, look. The two Ordwins working together. Oh, what happened now? My heir is Estef. What happened here? Ramon Berenguer. His heir is also Estef. Why is he now my heir? I think it's because the Duchy of Aquitaine right now is probably... do we see what our liege has? 3. Yeah, there we go. And when you have 3, when you have high crown authority, vassals' titles cannot be inherited by characters outside the realm. There we go. Okay, makes things a bit more complicated. I guess I'm the heir then. Yes. I so wanted to play here. Well, I guess we could say we start a Liberty faction. There's already one going. Bigorre, Marsan. What kind of friends does he have? Well, he's in a war currently. Yeah, he'll join it. And I guess we'll press those demands then when the time comes. Yeah. No, I don't like this. Granddaughter taken prisoner. Alright, that's a daughter of Clemencia. Mm-hmm. Well, Master Guillaume of Guillaume's Horsemen. Ugh. Okay. New adventurer. I thought I could just get her back to my court. Alliance formed. Okay, okay. Alright. What? Just an adequate bargainer? Ugh. That's disappointing. I thought we would do better. Would have done better. 10 advantages. Okay, time to pull this off. There is no one else. I'm still the primary heir. Execute the scheme. Scheme is successful. Countess Lesceline has been sent to death's fateful embrace. A thorn in my side no longer, thank God. The plan was elegant in its simplicity. I invited Lesceline over for drinks, knowing all too well that she would not be able to stop until blindly drunk, okay? Then the fool followed me without protest into the basement and promptly fell asleep. She didn't even stir as my servants built up a wall to seal the entrance to the room for... What? This is not headcanon. I mean... That's unnecessarily cruel. Wow. Okay, I got all of these things now. And 3 holdings. Oh, right, because there's a barony here as well. Ay. I guess she could help us manage the domain, and we are almost there. Disabled buildings. Low. Let's have a look at those artifacts. A ceramic tankard, almost broken. Yeah, I guess that one can go. There you go. Richard's ornate ring. Oh, wow. Stewardship +2. That one is worth saving. I guess costs us a little. But yeah, sure. I'll take that one. Is that even... Ugh. No, does not work. And then... Well, she has another one that's also stewardship +2. What's happening here? I guess now I am where I want to be, and she can just assist. Alright, okay. I have the rings of power, apparently. They make me a better steward. And I have court artifacts. A Norman Weeper sculpture. Not that I can do anything with it. I could just destroy it, or I might actually give it to my son. Where is it? Gift, artifact. There we go. No, he likes it. There you are. Display that in your room, in your throne room. So, how is the faction going? 5 months. I guess I could do it right now. I never quite understood why you have to press, why there is can't send ultimatum in 5 months, but you can press that button by yourself. Yeah. Or I guess that number here is then only for the AI, because they will heed the number. Any case, I think I'm going to do that now. Does he have any other... that's also money, right? So he could have mercenaries if he wanted to. Castille, well, he can't really help him. La Marche, yeah, so she would probably go against us. But I could call upon Carcassonne. Probably not Evreux, because they are fighting in this here. Should we do this? Yes or no? I guess if we are quick and we get Saintonge before... Well, here he is, right? There he is, 764 men. He is quite good, because of those 764, 250 are bleeding heavy horsemen. So, No, not a stress, okay. Estef, Taillefer, departed for court. Yeah, okay. Yeah, first of all, can do this. Send him there. I did have this idea of saying that I want to give maybe to the De family. But maybe I will just do it with Aumale. So then our son would still inherit Ö. Yeah, I can still decide if I want to do something different here. William, you will become... There we go. Yeah, no longer a seneschal. Alright. Now, Folk. Yeah, you would do nicely here. And I guess, yeah, I will go with Folk. No, can't appoint. Oh. Clicked on him, that's why. Hi. Okay. He's in that position now. Maybe I do have another antiquarian again. Oh yeah, and I guess Camilla could do that. That's actually, yeah, befitting. That's her present. Where is the Nathalie Domal? Can I actually invite her to my court? I think I will. This is part of the roleplay, right? I think that's the kind of favor she would have asked for, because this doesn't seem fair. She helped us in this, and now she's on the street, basically. So I will invite her to my court. She even is a novice physician. Well, I guess I would not count on her, because her learning is very poor. Oh, there we go. My liege, have you heard what they call you? My suffragan bishop Vaquerat says to me while laughing. They call you Count Guilhem the Wolf. Spectacular, is it not? It's on the lips of peasant and noble alike. A cause for celebration, I think, Vaquerat exclaims with a cheery tone. Oh yes, he is the wolf. I'm the killer wolf. The Wolf of Angoulême. That's nice. Well, he was called the Spear of Angoulême before. Now he's also the Wolf of Angoulême. And yeah, the wolf fits him. He's shrewd. He is taking his opportunities. He's never or seldomly attacking directly, but rather he always makes sure that he is in a in the best kind of position in order to do what he wants. Yeah. Good stuff. How about buildings disabled? Will re-enable next month. Okay. Okay. Got quite some coin here, right? Away, Beelzebub! Wandering about my court, I hear a raised voice, one verging on anger. I double back, and an unusual scene confronts me. Fronilde is standing, towering above my daughter Elvira, berating her even as my wife throws another book into the jaws of a crackling fire. "You'll not be reading any more of this impure filth!" she roars, condemning another book to the flames. "Oh no, don't get rid of the despise impure filth books. No child in this household will suffer from Satan's influence. I pick up a book from the pile Fronilde has marked for destruction, finding only innocuous content on building tiny castles out of dirt. That's a tough wank. Anything to keep the peace. Seize this at once. The child must learn. Pfft, okay. I guess, yeah. I don't understand it. Take it lightly, will ya? I can actually befriend her, couldn't I? Because up until now, I actually quite liked her. And I guess befriending her would make things a bit easier. The Hawk of Blois has died. What's happening here? I don't understand. Princess Archbishop Clemencia. Oh. What happened here? Why? How? Why? So, for whatever reason, this title is now a clerical title. And he has taken that role. And she's coming with him, of course. And they are... He's not a monk or anything. He's just like an archbishop now who has a wife and children. I guess things like that would have happened in medieval Europe, but not on that level. You would have that in your, your priest, in your village somewhere. He would have his family and stuff. And then later on, I don't know when that is, by the way. If someone knows, then tell me in the comments. You have this kind of movement against that practice, right? Called Simonia. And there he goes. And then later, of course, right, we have the Borgia Pope and probably the other popes at that time too, who have their mistresses and that kind of thing. But I don't think an archbishop would just openly have a wife. That does not sound right to me at all. But I guess she's the Princess Archbishop now. What can we do? Yeah. We have a revelation. Tonight's family feast was a quiet affair, without incident. I was just about to retire for the evening, in fact, when I spoke to cousin Audouin's son. Audouin. I don't think Audouin even knew the full implications of what he told me, just that he had overheard his father whispering and then later, well in his cups, mentioned it to me in passing. Well, I understood the implications so very well, even if Audouin did not. Audouin had a secret, one my cousin had now inadvertently revealed. Oh. Whom did he murder? Okay. He took it upon himself to kill that guy. Good old Lothaire de Matta, the guy that we met up in the north in Normandy. Okay. Why did he do that? Maybe just because he could? To make a point? Yeah, okay, of course someone is trying to kill my grandson. Probably her. Jeez. Yeah, well, I guess that's not going anywhere. Well, hopefully. Betrothal fulfilled, yeah. Oh yeah, of course. There we go. Now I will do this. I'll pin him. I'll pin her. And then I'll go to Diplomacy Manager. Oh yeah, that was the last time I did this with those two. And we will have him. And, yep, and her. I guess that's we don't need that. Estef and Vivbo Divorce. Bunk. Oh, it now says former spouse. I guess that's fine. Yeah. But I can't arrange a marriage for him. And then he will just do the same silly thing too. Ugh. This is also frustrating. Can't I... Why can't I do that, by the way? I guess because he's a ruler, right? Release my anger. Maybe he'll find a better, a more suitable woman now. I'm inspecting my domain. The detailed management of direct estates, be they farms, mills, or forested lands, is in the hands of local constables, with the resulting proceeds compiled by my steward's army of clerks. I thus have no real need to pay it any mind. Nevertheless, I like to occasionally see how things fare for myself, and I believe my subjects appreciate my attention. As the day dawns bright and sunny, I decide to visit some of my nearby estates. Should I simply ride out with a handful of guards, or would it be opportune to bring a companion? 50 chance of nothing. Okay. Oh, should I show her something? I guess he would be the friend option who I just like to tag along, and she would be the option of let's show her something and teach her something maybe on the way. I guess I can teach my daughter something. Or maybe I don't. Right, okay, he's still around. He's doing his thing. What is the... If only we had more people in here. No. Alright, no, that's still the former spouse thing, okay. Oh, but... the event was fired, and now I can't do anything right, can I? I can't do anything right. Well, I guess in that sense, then so be it. Okay, I'll revert that. The game clearly wants it, and there you go. Huh. There we go. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay. The game a little hiccup there. That was my fault. Yeah, I was actually looking forward to the end of winter. And still virtue. Jourdan de Charolais. Good for him. No, he's not going to learn from her. Remove Guardian. Ta-da. Pensive. Well, I guess that would be fine. Learning from the bishop. Yeah, why not? That's the best person to learn from, I would think. No, nothing here. Okay, let's do this. I want to... I'm just thinking, should I actually... Because when you do a tournament, it's always nice to have someone with an accolade in there, and I do have the capacity for another one. The only problem that I have is, and I would like to have Unia in here, is... and Contender is great, right? Hustler trade experience gain. Exactly what I want. In that case. Yeah, I guess. Let's have her in that position. What should we call it? The Fire of God. Let's keep it for now. I'll make something else up. Do we have someone else for that? No. Okay. Now. Grand Tournament. We do that. Could even do that up there, but no. Yeah, Saint-Junien. I want a recital and I want a duel. Continue. And there we go. Now we finally have... Now I will not appoint a champion because that would mean No, that would be useless. Simple pavilions. Event waitings are unaffected. Okay. Prize artifacts will be of masterwork or famed rarity. Oh, wow. Let's do it, right? I don't need that. Yeah. Let's do it. Start Grand Tournament. And there we go. Let's see how that will work out. Can't wait until it starts. Yeah. Well, I guess... Oh, we have King Peramon of Aragon coming over as well. My knights are allowed to be in here. Yes. Good. Unia is here as well. Good. Where are the other ones, by the way? Can I... There. Why is he not there? He's an acclaimed knight, crying out loud. And he too. Why do I have to do that manually? Nah. Whom else do I want? I guess for the recital, Charles is already there. Okay. Yeah, okay. Invitation accepted. Yes. There you go. They are apparently there. Invitation accepted. Let's go to the tourney grounds. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. There we go. Knights, prove your keenness, both of eyes and mind. That will give wit. Yes. Every knight gains the trait Hasteluder. That is what I wanted. Best them all, Unia. Now. Then she only gains the trait Hasteluder. May gain an impressive nickname. Oh, I want to see what happens here. God! Best them! Alright. What's her name? Apparently she didn't get any. Oh, that was a bit of a stinker. First giving me the option and then doing nothing with it. This is going to the church probably, yeah. Temple. As silence falls over the assembled worshippers gathered for the daily ceremony, the calm is suddenly broken by a swift approach of shouting and hollering. The door bursts open and a dozen laughing revelers tumble into the church, stinking of hashish. Nizar, clearly the instigator, grins stupidly. What's all this about then? Where's the music? Martin watches on, frozen in disbelief and horror. He's even the bloody... Yeah. I guess he goes in the prison. By the way, did she even get that Hasteluder trade? Yeah, at least she got that one. Okay. So she got everything but the nickname. What else do we do here? Tourney grounds again. And guests arrive. 2 dukes. Okay. That means I also got some gold as far as I can see here. And we have a new pope. Who's in poor health. I see a pattern. Can you ask for gold? He doesn't have that much gold. Okay. Alright. I'll remember you. A glorious guest, a glorious fanfare rends the air. Trotting past me, a horse-born herald unrolls a parchment. Hear ye, hear ye! Upon this finest of days we are blessed with the presence of a true virtuoso. He has vanquished all comers from Ireland to Cathay. It is my honor and privilege to introduce the most skilled, the most splendorous, the best in the world, Artaud. Yes, okay. A figure bursts past the herald, skidding his horse to a standstill, a breaking ray of sunshine illuminating him like a halo. The massed crowds roar, almost shaking the ground. Okay. What a treat it is to have you here. When we gain starstruck, what's that supposed to be? Okay. Perhaps they could teach me a thing or two. But how? Right, okay, increases. The Knight of the Bull gains 10 glory. Sorry, who? Yeah, I think that's the one. Who's that supposed to be? Pompous guy. Yeah, of course. We have another scheme at court. Oh, by the way, I can have him do that again. Escape from prison. Try to escape. Yeah. I'll see what I'll do with him. Oh, look at that. So tiny. Yeah. 7 days. I guess I can go and see the artisans' quarters. Oh, what do we have here? Countess Eloise of Beaumont. As I prepare for my upcoming match, I spot Countess Eloise of Beaumont hailing me by waving a handkerchief around, offering me her favor. I feel fortunate to have earned her support and affection, and to take this favor would signify my interest in her in the realm of courtship and chivalry. That's a new concept. She's maimed. Okay. Well, I guess I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. I am walking the gardens with some of the lords at court when I notice Eloise approaching. Step aside to let her pass, but to my great surprise, she blocks my path and kneels before me. Before I have time to properly process this turn of events, Countess Eloise begins to sing. I quickly recognize the tune. It is a famous Aquitaine love ballad. I've heard it performed countless times, but never with such skill and passion. The intense emotions of the song are mirrored in Eloise's gaze, which is set on me. She does not look away for a single heartbeat. Okay, well, at least she's doing it the right way. I think I will allow her to court me a little, I guess. He feels flattered, certainly. And I have been appointed Master of the Hunt again. Good stuff. 3, 2, 1. And there we go. Time to show the world my skill. And it's, yeah, not the best outlook. Let's see if I can get better in the process. Wild cheers erupt from the gathered crowd as Azalais, that's her, finishes her recital with a flourish and a bow. The only person who isn't whistling and clapping is, as it happens, myself. How could she have known? Was this planned, or perhaps somehow by some machination of Satan it was simply a coincidence? That Azalai's verses ended up almost identical to my own? The assembled spectators fall silent expectantly. It is my turn. Yeah, I guess I'll... I could improvise, or I could have her disqualified. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Ah, it's 71% chance. Damn it. Oh, we have here Rimbaud. Don't do that. It only takes a line of verse before the murmurs start. Yarnbud? Arnbud? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce Breton names. Is up on the stage, quite brazenly reciting lines from a popular local ditty. Discontented grumbles amongst the crowd begin as he continues. Something doesn't quite add up, I muse. Surely Yarnbud wouldn't be familiar with that song, being as he is of Breton stock. A small memory jumps to forefront of my mind. Unbidden, the labourer who had constructed the days had been whistling that very tune earlier. Back on stage, Yarnbud meanders to a verbal halt as the crowd explodes with jeers. A few choice vegetables raining down on him as he shields himself from the projectiles. Well, I guess. Then his score would increase, but why would I do that? Ugh. 98 stress. I'll just... Why would I help him? Yeah, I guess it's unseemly. Not my fault, though. Do I get another chance to show everyone how good I am at this? No meaningful relationship? Who's that then? Queen Mother Beatrice? Oh, right. Her husband died. Queen Sancha? Ugh. He flagellated himself to death. Okay. All right. Alright, what do I do? Making coin? No. Tale of War and Victory, I do that. Nothing happened. Oh. He was murdered. Do we know by whom? Yeah, he's now the successor. Paramon has died. Why doesn't the game tell me that? It's so frustrating. So very frustrating. Yeah, how do I know that now? I have to go through everyone at court and look into their set of traits to see if there is someone who's a murderer. That's no fun at all, is it? I'll care for that afterwards. Okay, one last verse. Oh, I got so close! Damn it! That guy here is, yeah, he's a poet, I guess. Come on! I wasn't that bad. There. Close second. Count Angoulême. That's me. See? Did I even get something here? You gained 35 gold. You gained Rhymer for 5 years. Okay. What's Rhymer do? Oh, nice. Okay. So close. Well, close enough, I think. Now, that one here, duel. Yes, I want to participate in that one. Contest participants. And obviously I want my knights to be in there. Especially the acclaimed ones. But I guess everyone can have a go. Yeah, maybe not Charles. He's not really of much use as a knight. Ordwin, I think, isn't either. But the others here, they can have a go. I go to the tourney ground, see if we can do something here. I think not two, down on nothing. Why do I not see the option to gain? Has the game currently guaranteed to qualify? Pay, no. Don't have time for this. Although there's the slight increase, but normally you get another one that says moderate increase. I am here, right? Participate. As a participant, you will gain trade experience. Yes. I don't trust these systems at all. Where else will I go? Church again. Oh, by the way, how are my things now? Okay, that's the favor of the lady. Yeah, I guess I can do without the Spear of Angoulême for a bit. And there we go. Yes, bring me glory! And it worked! It worked! I think I'll do the tourney grounds again. I want to have more time to spar with my knights and stuff. See, Unia, yep, directly after us. That's exactly the kind of thing he wanted. Keeping the peace, with countless lords and knights gathered in one place. Constant bickering is small wonder as old disputes reignite and vanity stokes friction. Listen here, you slippery cur, Jambut, there's again, snarls as Albert fingers his sword grip menacingly. Usually these petty shows of bravado end with a black eye at worst, but this fearsome quarrel threatens to tar the whole event. What? That Jambut guy, he needs to go. Who's he? Albert de Villard, okay. Yeah, no one can say what started it. That will do. This is not some bandit camp. Kept the peace. Come on, do not embarrass your host. Out, remove these troublemakers. Yeah, that sounds about right. Deck him! Haha! No, they will be removed. There we go. That's the way you do it. And let's hear something in the background. Negotiate an alliance. Yeah, okay. Dum da da da. There we go, and it's up against Robert. I am ready. I could, of course, make him concede, but I would not do this, because... no, there's no way to win. I'm honest. I want to do this honestly. My blade clashes with that of my opponent Robert's. Sparks sent flying as the two weapons grate. Both step back, circling to our left. Robert swings at me, the sword's point thudding into the ground after passing my body. Quick as a viper, I step in and kick it as hard as possible. Ripped from his grasp, Robert's sword cartwheels off through the air, landing, to both of our horror, amongst the crowd. A shrill cry pierces the air, and we both hurry over to see Aremberga on her knees. Oh no! The flying sword having impacted directly into her arm. Oh, Jesus Christ. Accepts your apology. Yeah, I guess in that case I would apologize, of course. Yikes. I hope she's just wounded, okay? Because she's also pregnant, right? A screeching chorus of metal on metal rings out as two blades scrape down each other's lengths, sparks glittering as they fall to the ground. Yeah, come on. Taunt him a little. There we go. We won against our brother. That's good. That's very good. So, yeah, of course, Unia won. Against Infante Manuel Sanchez. Very good. And here we have that Charles de Minou. Okay. Oh no, that was our knight. Well, we'll see. I hope I don't go against Unia. Why is that? Huh? I go against Unia, okay. I could concede, actually. Have her... Let her have the limelight. Oh, but that guy here is good. No, I'd rather do this honestly. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. Thunk. My body thuds into the wooden wall at the edge of the arena. Unia having bodily hurled me there with a snarl. God. No sooner has she done so than Unia's face morphs into a smug smile, and to my astonishment, she turns away from me completely. Raising her arms to the baying crowd, she curls her arms up and flexes in the imitation of a traveling strong woman. The cheers from the crowd redouble. Those fickle peasants are eating it up. God. Do I do that? I guess that's no. I don't think he does that. That's kind of his honesty would not... Okay, yeah. Face me then. Come back. Face me. I guess I must remember my training. And there we go. I was wondering what happened there. Did the other guy just give in? Right. Yeah, I know, Unia. Bad luck. Robert again? Okay, something went wrong, I think. Again, I can do this. I hope. The guy is actually good. Cuffing some dirt away from my eyes, I steady myself as the hoots and hollers of the crowd rain down around me. Roald is a little way away. The pair of us, having disengaged briefly, catch our respective breaths. The baying of the spectators quietens a bit as we begin to circle each other slowly. One wrong move could end this fight in an instant. Roald's eyes narrow almost imperceptibly. As we circle, I notice a small puff of dust being thrown up under Roald's right foot every time he takes a step. It's almost like Roald is limping. I have you now, or he's bluffing. Oh, okay. Intrigue and prowess. So I know that he's doing something here, right? Yeah, I guess I will let him have that then. Better than a moderate loss. I guess I must... No! No! Oh, well. I think he did cheat. He did that with the foot and the thing. Popular opinion -5. That's not so bad, is it? It's tyranny. It's a. Would he be petty like that in a moment such as this? I am petty. As the player, I am petty. You know what? Yeah, of course, honesty and so on. But I find that funny. I find it funny. I'll take it. He cheated. Obviously. I am the winner. Look at me. Yes. Haha. Okay. And for last time, I think I'll go to the temple and see if I wonder if I can my ancestors here in Angoulême. And I don't know what happened. Did I find it? No, I guess not. Okay. Oh, my scheme failed to befriend my own wife. Okay. Oh, there's there's no one you know here. Apparently. Oh, yes. No, we are in Saint-Julien. All of my ancestors are buried here. Hey. Ooh. That's worth it. That is so worth it. And now, of course, yeah, hold a little speech at the end. Oh, and she is... Ah, she died of old age, okay. Look. Sora or Camila, yeah. They both have positions, but it would be nice to have someone in this position here who is also a daughter of Mariona, right? I think she deserves a word or two, by the way. That being said, I don't like the kind of double thing. Do we have someone else who could replace her here? Not really. And there's also no one excellent enough to be in her position. Who else is in the list? Yeah. I guess as much. Even the her here, Natalie, she's poor at this because she doesn't have the learning. Okay, I guess for once I can have someone do two things at once, right? I guess looking after our collection of little rings and things is not the most... there you go. And she will improve her skills. Most cumbersome of tasks. So, there you go. Alright. And that, everyone... Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we are. Prize armor. Chain links do not offer room for decoration. The excellent work on the riveting sets the piece apart from common mail. Okay, it's chainmail. Right. Now I have 35 prowess. Yeah, that was so worth doing this little tyrannical thing here. Ask your head of faith for gold. I mean, I don't have that much piety anymore anyway, so I can do it, I guess. And at some point I will just not be able to do it anymore because I lack the piety to do it. I will then upgrade to a sick house because now I can actually justify this and say the gold was for exactly that. See? Hermescence Taillefer, daughter of Fulk. Yeah, okay. Ne? Aha. Ferrand is dead. And for whatever reason... Huh? Where is the marriage that I have... Or should we do this? I think that would actually be great. Having Audwin in this position. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll accept. Okay. Yeah. Lucky he's dead. Found. He was the worst. Well, of course, he was my counselor. And I'm still not sure what I can do with the... one of the 7 dwarves. This little cap here. Oh, Baron William of Omar. Of course. William needs a post. Yes, how could I have forgotten? Right, we do have both now, right? We do have and we have Angoulême. Alright. Actually not that bad up here. Not bad at all. Could just upgrade those fields. The heir is in line to inherit titles. County Barcelona. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. By the way, I still need to look that we look out for the changing in Crown Authority. Still just 4 members. I guess, yeah, we are quite powerful, but I guess he would not be one to give in. He's, yeah, he's quite set, I would think. Being brave and ambitious, he would not let this go so easily. Right, now we have Athenaïs Taillefer. I guess that's his mum. Okay. There we are. Can't I have him at my court? There's no option even, right? I guess because he's the heir of him. I guess that's the reason why. Alright, yeah. Factions. Do I do this? Just wait a little more. Although I'm not sure what I'm waiting for in that case. He is down here. So he's occupied doing stuff. Will take him a while to come back. And in that time we may be able to just take Saintonge. If we actually find someone to help us. Yeah, he's still in a war. That's not good. Because then he will not come to aid us. Carcassonne would aid us. Well, 250 is not that great. Good Archbishop. Sorry for that. That's a German word for ass. The Archbishop is not really someone we can call. And so I have some 250 men extra for my 710 here. And then all of the other guys in the faction. And that would be... Oh, at least it's her. It is her. That makes it different. He's also not that bad. Of course, she's bad. Should we do it? Oh. Such a... Because, of course... all of the other ones that are not part of this faction here might go against him. Especially those 2 here. And, yeah, they are not nothing. This smells bad to me. Maybe I find some ultra good... for example, the Kingdom of Poland. He's also doing stuff. East Leinster, Bonifacio Guerra. Nah. Duchy of Guerra. Ooh. Duchy to the heir of Holland. That's actually quite a nice thing. Yeah, okay. Okay, I guess. There we go. Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it. That makes things a bit different. Only a bit, though. Again, if... yeah. Everyone else decides to go against us, we are pretty effed. Yeah. Accolade successors. Oh yeah, of course. No one here, I guess, for the other one as well. Diplomacy perk. Writing history, okay. I gain the commission epic decision. That's the decision that always really pisses me off, because you it says here that in order to do that you have to pay 65 gold, and you're like, okay, I paid 65 gold for it, and immediately you have to pay another 100 gold, and doesn't say anything about that here. That's one of the, well, I'm like, yeah. Thank you, Paradox, for nothing. Okay. When I sent out invitations to a social gathering, I was looking forward to an evening of good company and frivolous fun. Instead, I have found myself stuck in a dreadful conversation with my vassal, Mayor Fleury. Oh, she's there too, right? I've forgotten about her. Yeah, I'm not taking stress here, or do I, student of diplomacy? Nah. I'll not stay here. I mean, yeah. I guess she would want that. But I'm not here for... She has children, has she? Are they at her court? Both of them? Yeah, okay. On the other hand, we have Charles. And Charles is our trusted chancellor, has been for a very long time, as you see. Renowned chancellor. He's quite good at this too. I think I'll just have them stuck. Doing nothing. Do I do this or don't? Don't I do this? That's really the problem, because I can't calculate the cost. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's go here and start the faction. Let's see what he does. There we are. And tower is constructed. Good. Ooh, okay. To my brash vassal, your selfish notions of liberty will weaken the realm as a whole. However, to avoid needless bloodshed, I will accept your demands. A wise decision. Alright. Disbanded. And there we go. Okay. Whew. Right, so that means that how good a staff here will or should not be the heir to Angoulême anymore, if I'm correct. Let's just... okay. Hi, medieval era. That means things are getting more costly now. Yay! I got the coin. Can't really complain about anything. Let's check. Yeah. There we go. Raymond Berenguer is our player heir. Good stuff. Yeah, by the way, there's some weird things going on here. There's Estef is our guest apparently, so that's why I can't get him back to get him to our court or really do anything with him, and that's quite annoying. I can't offer him to join my court. Can't make him go back. So he's in guest limbo. He's in the guest limbo, and Raymond Berenguer here is yeah, he's just being not in charge. He's not being in charge at all. Fulkeen, who we sent here, and I think this was a good idea in the end, because now at least family is ruling Gotia. But he's gone. He's leaving it all to Fulkeen. He's a drunkard. He gets very irritable. Of course, he's possessed. It's probably getting worse over time. And yeah, dreadful existence. I somehow think that maybe he will pass even before we do. Well, we'll have a look into that. Alright, yeah, accolade like successors, I know. That's an excommunication wall, right? And my browser causes stress, of course it does. Yeah. Alright, so what do we do about stuff. There's this guy still, whom I don't want in this position here. That being said, obviously, he has a lot of money, and revoking it would just send him off with that money. That being said, what can he do with that money? The city is already in second stage, as are the cattle pastures and the guilds. So right now, there's nothing he can do with that money. It's just dead coin, dead weight. Yeah, what else could I do then? I think I could maybe put Auduin in this position. I trust him. Yeah, he would be then ruling this part of our realm, and I could, of course, keep him as the spy master here. I think I'll just do that. That sounds right to me. Yeah. It looks so funny. Yeah. You are... Yeah, let's say he's absconding with the money, right? That would be the only explanation here, because otherwise, I mean, normally what should happen is we revoke the position and take the coin, because that's what should happen here. But I understand why the game doesn't do it, because that, yeah, makes the whole cheesing angle even more of a thing. He has a court here. Oh. His daughter is joining him, okay. Oh, good for her, I guess. So yeah, that we can move that one back here, I think. There we are. Okay, now he is a mayor. Now, how about Mayor Fleury? She helped us in that plot. So, ignoring her right now is not a nice thing to do. And I think at least, yeah. Does he see some kind of... Does he feel the need to uphold his honor to a degree? I mean, he could let Charles go. Charles. Of course, he wouldn't like that. We ourselves wouldn't like that, because we trust Charles a lot. We trust him a lot in that position here, and it will feel like a demotion for him as well. So, no. But I will keep her in that position. That's the only thing I can do for her right now. Nothing else really to offer. Yeah, potential. My sister Penelope is plotting again to kill my wet nurse. Of course she is. Oh, just one left. Way. 9 per phase. That is a powerful person going against him here. Ay. Well, yeah, we know who it is. So, Alright. Maybe these wars will be over at some point. One can hope. Anyways, I'm still thinking about and how to deal with in the long term. Like, yeah, William here. I mean, he's of House de, right? Would make so much sense to have him in this position, but of course, then he would not be part of my realm anymore. Maybe I just wait until the next generation. Although I think when Fulkine is going to inherit this, he will be he won't be part of Gautier, I think. That's something to keep in mind. Although he is currently a courtier. I don't know at all what's going to happen here. Alright, there's this betrothal here. There we go. Yep. Accepting. And that's her leaving then. Alright. Holland. Yeah, there's that one still building. I do have a lot of money right now. What do I do with my coin? Oh yeah, no wet nurse anymore because we don't have a child. Yeah, hardly enough, as usual. Should we have a master of the hunt? Do a bit of hunting. Is there anyone here who does not have Claimed knight, current master knight. Maybe Unia. Give her some more means to, yeah, why not? There we go. How do we want to hunt for dangerous game instead of just regular game? Ay, ay, ay. I guess. Let's hunt for dangerous game. Let's see if we find any. Of course, she might now find game up here. Then we have to move up there for the hunt. I guess I'll keep Ö for now. And, yeah. Make that decision later. I kind of would like to do it because it's, yeah, again, it's nice storytelling. It's not the kind of thing that you would do in CK3 because you lose coin, you lose land, of course. But, Independence War. Brittany. Yeah, that makes sense. They are not part, they're not a de jure part of France. And, well, I guess in that case, I would just remain neutral. That is now considered to be Oathbreaker as well. That is not my direct liege. Come on. Game. Although I don't know what that does, actually. It's not the, again, not the coronations mechanic. Soberana de Calais arrived at your court. Okay. Hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I'm glad to have you. She's quite capable. Well, she is a commander of sorts, but she is a woman, of course, so she can't be a commander. All right. Do I have someone at court here that maybe you could marry? How about Rimbaud? Rimbaud? Oh, yeah, of course, she's dead. Died in childbirth. Aw. Oh, I guess there is your new wife. She just came to court and offered herself to be here. Is it love? I can scarce remember what my life was like before Eloise declared her love for me. I'm flattered, but also overwhelmed by her attentions. I find myself longing for some peace and quiet, yet I cannot help but worry. Would I be throwing away my only prospect of true love? That cannot be right, can it? Yeah, the phrasing and everything, I don't think that would apply to him, right? We did say that his asexuality means that while he has some sex drive, of course, but he does not form these kind of affections. So I guess in the end he will allow her a kiss because he just probably admires, he respects what she did here. One fateful evening, I wandered the expansive gardens at Angoulême, my thoughts drifting to Countess Eloise as the blazing colors of dusk gave way to starry sky. Who should then appear as if summoned but Countess Eloise herself? The woman approached me from the shadows as if from a dream, took my hand, and together we walked through the gardens and talked of many things, the stars, the flowers, our pasts and futures. I barely remember. I felt enraptured at the sound of his voice. His? Oh, her voice and she by mine? And he just changed gender in between this conversation here. By the time we discovered the loveliest brook in a secluded grotto, the moon shining from high overhead, I think the matter was settled. We were in love. Okay. So yeah, that's not the phrasing I would choose, but okay. Little more than strangers. Okay. I guess that's happening. Alright. Anything else I want to do? Court Chronicler. Yeah, of course, I could potentially go for a legend here, but it's going to be very, very hard to, yeah, make sure that it spreads. I think it's more difficult during wartime anyway, and there's, look at it, wars everywhere. Like here. Anyways, let's have a look at our people. Oh! Bishop Henri of Albarracin. Look at him! He's a real bishop now. He's come far, hasn't he? Bishop Henri. But I guess that makes it more difficult for him to become a cardinal because he's not in Rome anymore. Yeah, 419. That's not good. I guess, let me just look. Could we change this to Geoffrey then? Yeah, he's better equipped for this. Oh! We can invite him to our court. And then we can ask the Pope whether he wants to have him. There we go. Oh, he has been here at Zaragoza. Okay. There he is. What is this? To the implacable Guillaume, I call on you to honor our alliance and join me in the war for Count Géraud's claim on the Archbishopric of Champagne. Okay. I guess I'm obliged to do that. Though, let me just check. Yeah, okay, for the time being, that looks alright. I guess I'll do that myself. And up there's Champagne, yep. I guess that means our wife could support us in military matters again. Oh, he's already in that. Okay. Oh, well, that was a quick thing to happen. Okay. Oh, I don't mind. Yeah. What else do I do with all the coin that I have? Of course, I could invest into infrastructure, especially up here, like better farms and fields, I guess. Yeah. What's left for Guillaume? That's the big question. That is the big question. Well, as we did see, he always finds something to entertain himself with. Always finds some kind of opportunity. Social manipulation. The first time it happened, oh yeah, I barely even gave it a moment's thought, but my vassal Maya Fleury has grown bolder. She's a thinker, okay. Self-conscious, probably not. Tasks with which are impossible to complete, sorry. Problems, conscientious. I think she's conscientious, right? Being honest. Let's try that one. Oh, I failed. Ah. I gained attentive care for 5 years. I think he'll be around for a long time. He will not die anytime soon. I don't think I need to lash out. Okay, he's been in danger, but I guess he's home in a moment. Welcome back, brother. And let's see if the Pope will have you. Oh, look at him. There we go. Offer. He doesn't take everyone, okay. And he does not ask for Geoffrey. I guess he has enough people in his court. Maybe we'll have a look when the next Pope is around, because that's usually the point where some of the courtiers leave. Oh, would you look at that? County of Angoulême gained efficient taxation for 10 years, and that's all due to our best friend William. Great. Thank you, William. I mean, obviously, I would like to give that to him. But then we know that his son is going to have troubles because he's not the brightest. But he's ambitious still. I mean, doesn't look that bad, right? Would look way better if he wasn't stupid. But, yeah. I'll keep it in the back of my mind. Liurada is scheming against my grandson is deaf. Okay. Liurada de Limoges. Let the traitor be known to all. There we go. Nothing I can do to her, I guess. Okay. Of course, sometime in the future, he could just decide to raise the control again. I probably will. So that's not going to get any easier. Yeah, currently at 2. Can we go even further? Bring it down to 1. Yeah, well, I guess we shouldn't overdo it. Don't want to draw the ire of Duke Centaur. And again, if there was really a military clash, we cannot afford that. Look at him. 300 French cavalry. They will just tear through us right away. No way whatsoever to, withstand that. He's still at 2. If he was at 3, we could start having our own heavy cavalry. But then we would have to get rid of the footmen here because we can't have more men-at-arms currently. That is until this one here comes through. Household soldiers. Oh, this is such chronicle writing. Who needs that, frankly? We need bailiffs. Damn it. Kaiser Dago. The Duchy of Champagne, okay. Isn't that what we... No, he's still the Prince Archbishop of... Oh yeah, he is within the Reich. Okay, yeah. Okay. Looks a bit more orderly now, does it? Like the Holy Roman Empire has lost some of these enclaves in here. But I guess... Oh yeah, they're all part of France now. Okay. Okay. So what's this one again? Mumaladi Uprising. I guess that one's serious. Oh yeah, 3,600 guys. I guess it's really hard to maintain control over these lands here if you are not present. And now you've installed all of these rulers there. Anyways, I just saw that we are over the 2-hour mark. So I will leave it for that. And yeah, see you next time. Cheers. Bye-bye.